Hi, this is Rekhs. I would like to share with Behindwood viewers my experience of subtitling Endiran.
காதல் அணுக்கள் உடம்பில் எத்தனை நியூட்ரான் எலக்ட்ரான் முன்னில கண்ணில் மொத்தம் எத்தனை உன்னை நினைத்தால் திசுக்கள் தோறும் ஆசை சிந்தனை ஐயோ.
I started subtitling basically because we did our own home film Tuvanam, which my husband directed, Mr. Hari Charan with Mr. Newton. Madhu Ambat was our DOP. And so we had to send our film to Indian Panorama and I subtitled it. This was 2007. And I loved doing it. And Madhu sir was such a rock of Gibraltar. He kept telling me how to do it and was a real source of strength. After which, sometime in 2009, I got really interested in this because I found subtitling was not really taken up anywhere in Collywood. No one was doing it as a profession. Actually, what honed my skills in subtitling is so far off from the celluloid world. It was my spirituality fervor. I used to listen, I still do, Sri Velukudi Krishnan Swami in D.D. Podigai, where he gives his discourse on Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. And I just had 15 minutes to write down what he said, translate it into English, and I had a group in Facebook where I was posting it every day. That, I think, with unconsciously honed my skills of subtitling. And I was very interested in trying to take Tamil films to a worldwide audience. That was when Gautam Menon called and I had asked if I could subtitle his film, and he said, "Oh, you do this also, is it?" Because I'm also a costume designer and I work with my husband in his films. And so I went and subtitled Vinay Tandi Varvaya. It was a lovely experience. Mr. Santosh was the editor who sat with me through the whole thing. It took about 10 days. Subtitling is a real hard, it's not something very easy which you do in 2 days, contrary to what people think. It takes about 10 days of 10 hours each, and then looking at it through, giving it a full look over, and then I sit with the people when they post it to make sure that the sentences are broken correctly, split correctly, and it makes sense. And it's a coordination between the eye and the brain. And I think you do not have to know something about filmmaking to make it work. And I just loved every nanosecond of it. And when I got a call from Sun Pictures and they said I could talk to the co-director Jairam, fix up with him and do subtitling for Endiran, I was like on cloud 9. I was so thrilled and I was waiting for it to happen. Endiran actually took a long time, from August 4th to September 7th or 8th, September 9th. But in between I went and subtitled Vande Mataram. My experience with Endiran is something I can never ever forget. First of all, the ambience in Director Shankar's office is lovely. The assistant directors were very nice to me. They treated me so well. Each one of them contributed, and when I wanted lyrics or when I wanted a meaning of a word, they'd go out of their way and tell me what to do. And the two assistants I had of editor Anthony, Sridhar and Thiagu, were very sweet. We worked night and day, most often during nights from 9 p.m. to 3 a.m. And translating the dialogue, first of all in Endiran I had to do it audio-wise because the movie was not yet ready, but they didn't want to rush me through and they wanted to give me enough time. So the audio files I just heard, and I spent about 7 days and 8 days and did all the reels, kept it, and I went and did Vande Mataram, by which time Mr. Henry called me for Vande Mataram, which is an Arjun and Mammootty starrer. When I came back, I found that looking at the visuals and translating and hearing it and translating are two different things altogether. So I had to make a lot of changes with this as the foundation. So I had to go through the entire movie again, which took another 10 days. And then posting it was again another week. So that's how it took nearly 3 weeks to do it. And the lyrics were really tough because to translate lyrics is you have to preserve the essence of the words, the meaning, and not lose the rhythm, the rhyme. And in the case of the song Kilimanjaro, where the sensuality is so important, you can't just write something literally and make it look like prose. So Kilimanjaro was a very tough song to translate because the words, the whole song is very sensual, and the sensuality has to be maintained without it looking very yucky. So for example, I believe in alliteration where you have a rhythm in the words, like the Tamil words go something like 100 gram dan idai, unakini yaru nan dan udai. So when Mr. Rajnikant says it, it has to appear very sexy, glamorous, whatever, because it's Aishwarya Rai. So I translated it as your waist weighs a delicate 100 grams. I'm the apparel that adorns you. I wanted to use the word apparel instead of a dress or an ornament or clothing or garment, because you say adorns and apparel before it makes sense, and it gives a lyrical twist to it. And another thing was, like, there was this word called kidney kori, and we didn't know what kidney kori was. Kori, of course, you know that it's some species of hen, but you didn't know what. And I made a lot of research. I googled, asked a lot of people, even asked an ornithologist, and then found out that it's a guinea hen or guinea fowl or guinea hen, whatever. And I would have normally, when I listened to a song, never thought kidney kori was a guinea fowl. So that was very interesting because I learned a lot of new words. Another word that co-director Mr. Jairam and I were in debate of was Savagraki, how to translate the word Savagraki. And because there are lots of words in Tamil which have so much humor to it and connotation to it, which translated in English will lose its essence completely. So we thought of, I came up with death client, and I thought it was a very nice word. And then, and the other thing with subtitling is on the spot you have to give options. Like you have to have a list of options in your head. Okay, this doesn't work, and give something else. So then Jairam said, why don't you think of something else? And I said, okay, what about dead meat, as in colloquially, you'll be dead meat kind. And so he said, yeah, that sounds good. So that was how we worked on the whole film.
நாம் கண்டது ஆறறிவு, நீ கொண்டது பேரறிவு. நாம் கற்றது 6 மொழி, நீ பெற்றது 100